Guys do last month, Tom? Over $2 million in volume? 2.6 million dollars their team did in volume. So here is Tom. He too has a sunburn. We were out all day today in the ocean here in Cabo, but Tom, here's the team and the gallery view, and maybe you could just say a few words and tell people what's going on with your business and what you think of so far of the trip here in Cabo, and any other words of wisdom you'd like to share.
Yeah, first off, hi everybody. Hi, beautiful people. It's good. You know what? Your team has probably the most people on video of any Zoom that I see. Why is that?
Well, our team is better looking than any other team.
Look at that.
Look at it. It's a
good
good looking team.
Good to see you, Robert.
There's Robert. Yeah, look, there's Whitney right there.
I've heard of this man for many, many years, over 15 years in this industry. And when I heard he was going to come to Savvy, I was just like, really? Matt Morrow? I mean, he can go to any company. So you guys are in such good hands from a leadership perspective, knowing the pieces and the skill and the strategies that it takes to build a business. And when he said, hey, Tom, you want to come to Cabo? I'm like the day before Kim and I made a decision, we're like, we're coming to be able to, he said he wanted to hang out with us, but we're excited to learn from him. And you know what, I'm just going to say what's on my heart first is Kim and I have done well in this industry. We've gone on some pretty exotic, fun trips around the world, but we thought we did until we got to hang out with this guy. And you know, everybody talks a big game, like, oh, we got a beautiful home, right? A good, you know, but this is you got to check out the tour of this place, a $4 million home with a chef. And it's unbelievable. And what it did for me, I'm going to share this from a team building perspective, is it taught me, he says our work ethic. The reason why I'm working so hard is because Kim and I have probably been grinding a little bit too long without a vacation. And to come here and not only experience the vacation, but to experience it at a level that, frankly, Kim and I have never even thought was possible. And it's just unbelievable. So it's making us work hard because we not only want to come back here to Cabo and other places throughout the world, but we want to do it with as many of you as possible and bring our team around and be able to experience it with all of you and do team building events and, more importantly, bonding events. Like we've gotten the opportunity to meet with Casey Morrow, Matt's wife, and Matt and the other incredible people that are here as well. So it's just been, I wish I could put it into words. I wish I could put into words how much all of you need to push past any amount of fear that you might have of, will this thing work? Will it work for me? Any amount of pushing past any comfort zone that you have, like when you don't feel like doing it, find a way to create your schedule throughout the day. Do it again the next month, because living and vacationing and spending time with your kids, if you have kids or grandkids, or your significant other, or just you and your besties or your team like this, I wish I could just download what it feels like to be here. It's going to make me work. I told my wife literally today, it almost brings me to tears, that I'm going to work. In fact, I reached out to more people here that were higher level leaders that actually, I hate to admit it, was on Kim and I's chicken list. Because I want to, I don't know about y'all, but you know, maybe 40 years left on this earth, maybe some of you have, you never know what God really has. So it's time to push past whatever you got to push past to make your goals happen. My heart, Matt.
Well, here, but yeah, this house in Cabo is insane. But you guys, I have a couple places up in Park City and that are similar to this, and that we're going to be, you know, those of you that make leader this month are going to get a chance to come to a party on September 17th to 20th. So, you know, this to me, it's all about lifestyle, Tom. The reason that I do network marketing is to have the freedom to truly live. And what I learned a long, long time ago is that you got to dream big. You know, BK Barreco said, my dad used to say, you know, small dreams have no magic. And so what Tom was referring to, yeah, it's like picture, well, maybe we can kind of show you guys a little bit.
You got to see this.
We got this house. It's just so much fun. It's just so fun to hang out with your family and friends in a, hopefully we don't lose connection.
Can't go out there probably.
But we've got like this insane, like private pool, just overlooking the ocean, all kinds of seating areas. And it's so much more fun when your friends are here. We got this massive kitchen. We've had a private chef just cooking all of our meals. We've got a very well-stocked bar, if any of you partake in that kind of activities. And I certainly am not saying, oh, gee, let me try and impress you. But like, I do this kind of stuff all the time. It's the only reason that I work is to show people experiences and have fun. And that's what life, I think, it's only lonely at the top if you don't take your friends there with you. And so what I want to do is create a team where we're always looking forward to some incredible trip and just something fun. And Savvy is the vehicle that's going to take us there. I mean, I don't know, when you guys do the math, when you do $2.6 million in sales, the kind of money that these guys are making is, and you have the same opportunities. We are just a tiny, tiny company right now. We still don't even have our freaking website right and our back office right. We're just getting started and, still pre-launch. It's been a little bit of a long pre-launch, but like in the next month or so, we're going to officially even launch this company. We're only in one country. The top earner in this company hasn't even joined yet. And literally, like Tom and Kim, I mean, you're probably at least $1 million a year pace. And without talking about money too much, what about numbers? Like, how many people would you say joined your team last month?
Last month was just under 3,000.
So could you guys imagine having 3,000 people joining your team? And a lot of you are saying, I really want to get 3 people to join my team, or I want to get my first person to join my team. But the reality is that, it's easier to add 3,000 people to your team in 1 month than it is to get those first 3 people on your team in 1 month. And the reason for plugging into calls like this, maybe there's one thing that Tom's going to say, or there's one thing that I'm going to say that's going to inspire you to do that one thing that has you get that one person. Like, didn't you say there's one girl on your team that's...
I got to tell you, Van Horn has been a personal friend of my wife and I for 10 years. She has always been crying on mine and Kim's shoulder like, this industry doesn't work. And she's always been, I don't want to say a Debbie Downer, thank you. But she's been a little bit struggling in this industry for literally years and years and years and years. Like, I can't do it. I'm not good enough. I'm just too introverted. I'm too this, I'm too that. And then she joined Savvy. And then for whatever reason, she says, I'm going to put my past stinking thinking behind. I'm going to put my fear behind. And she started reaching out. She didn't reach out to her warm market for whatever reason, which I, by the way, I strongly recommend doing. But she went out and reached out to one woman on Instagram named Amy White. Has anybody heard of that name yet? She did not know Amy White. And she was praying for Amy White. Amy was praying for something new. Amy White was making over $40,000 a month in her current skincare company. And Amy about half of Kim's entire business. So it's one person, a friend, that was bold enough to find one person, and that one person made a difference. Now, I'm not saying it's going to take your first person that's going to happen, or maybe even your 10th, but all I know is, and this is what a billionaire taught me, Art Williams, same company, one of the same companies Matt started with many years ago, is literally this industry changes your life, it changes your destiny, it changes your family legacy when you're one person away to change your perspective. Because when you get one that actually goes to work in a way that's possible, when they actually push past the doubt and the pre-tech and all, and they actually push past the rejection and the fears, and that one person duplicates to 50 to 100 to thousands to many more, and they're all on your team, your confidence will go through the roof. So what do you have to do? You have to have the faith now. You have to have that belief and the expectancy that I don't care what it takes for you. You have to believe this, that I don't know if it's going to take your 10th person to find that one that goes to work, or maybe it might take you 20, but it doesn't matter if it's 30, 50, or even 60 or more, it's worth it. That's the one thing. And if it's not working for you now, you have to figure out, okay, what do I need to adjust? And I'm telling you, this business is all about adjustments and keeping moving forward and being here 1 year from now, no matter what.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's definitely the key. That the only way you can fail in this business is if you quit, and there will be people quit, because they couldn't get the leggings in their size, and they quit, and it's a shame, because in 5 or 10 years, they're going to look back and they're going to say, wow, you guys seem to have like $8 billion of inventory now. And I'm like, yeah, well, you should have been there in the beginning. It was a terrible. And so a lot of people quit. There's a lot of dead bodies along the side of the road. Hey, by the way, I want to apologize. We were going to have Kim and Tom. Tom's doing a bang up job. Kim has passed out. We went out on a yacht today. It was very, very difficult.
Again, thank you.
Yeah, we went on this yacht and we cruised all the way up and down the coast of Mexico, and we dove off the yacht like Kardashians and stuff, and it was just loads of fun. And Kim is just passed out, so we didn't wake her up.
Dramamine.
And Dramamine, because she was. Anyway, I wanted Tom to touch on something, and I'm just going off the cuff. Imagine that, team. He was telling me about something, like you said, Amy White got found on Instagram. You were kind of talking about cold market prospecting and some things that some of your team does on Instagram and reaching out to people and so forth, reaching out to X number of people a day or something. Yeah. Could you just do a minute or two on cold market prospecting, what works, what doesn't work, that kind of thing?
I will tell you, this is something that's taken me 25 years. The number one thing, everybody wants the perfect words on a script. Everybody wants, how do I say it this way, and what do I post, and how do I attract? All of that is important, but it's about 20% important. What the difference is of why people are having success reaching out on Instagram or Facebook or friends or family, the difference between the ones that are crushing it and the ones that are not are the ones that are doing it have that boldness, they have the urgency, they have the confidence, they have the expectancy, they have the smile, they have I'm a 47-year-old guy that's reaching out to women that are in their 20s and 30s and 40s and 50s, all it, and having wide 80% of the people responding back to me. And it's not because I'm a woman in the fitness industry. It's because I'm just, when I reach out to, let me just see here. Kelly, you got such a great smile, by the way. I would reach out to Kelly, be like, Kelly, by the way, beautiful fan. Like if I was prospecting you right now on Instagram, I even do it on TikTok. Everybody's like, what's the platform? I'm like, I don't know, just pick one. Literally, Facebook is still the king. So I go on Facebook and I'm like, wow, look how sharp Kelly Forbes is. So like, hey, Kelly, and I don't know your family. I haven't checked your Facebook, but I'm like, hey, Kelly, hey, real quick, the reason why I added you as a friend on Facebook is my wife and I are specifically like you that are sharp-minded, entrepreneurial-minded. Looks like you have a great family, by the way, beautiful family. And I want to reach out to you because we're launching a new athletic leisure company. And I just want to see if you're open to get some info on that. And I'm just like I'm already friends with you. So I reach out to you. You see her smiling, by the way?
Very good smile.
I mean, literally, friends already. I don't know you, but I could feel that you've got amazing positive energy. And I feel that way. I only prospect people that I want to potentially be friends with, potentially do a talent scout looking for talented based on your profile. And I will judge you based on your profile and to find out who's qualified and who's not. And then when I do that, I don't worry about the perfect words, although keep it short. No long run-on boring, hey, blah. Keep it short, simple, and ask if they're open.
Now, Tom, hold on. This is what it was, and thank you. That was perfect. Voice messages too. So you hear the passion in his voice. So he's reaching out with voice notes on Facebook, voice notes on Instagram, or voice notes on TikTok. Also, when I said these guys work hard, they're working at their content constantly. He had Kim over here doing handstands in leggings up against a pillar, and they're constantly, putting out good pictures, putting out good content, really working. I was watching Tom, edit a video just, to get it absolutely perfect, and the boomerang of, jumping off the yacht or whatever it is, like, your content, you work on social media, you take it seriously, but I think what the key that I heard was voice notes to people who look like great prospects that you resonate with. And this one girl reached out to a random and got half the company under her. That's what I wanted. I was thinking it might be fun, you guys, is while we have Tom here, I'm here, we're in great moods, and that's a big key to success. I had somebody yesterday reached out to me, and I was just like walking through this little village, walking through different pharmacies, joking around, looking for hydroxychloroquine, and just being a total goof off. And I get like a message from someone off one of my Facebook posts who says, oh, she wants to learn about Savvy. And I just sent her like a 2-minute voice note. And then I sent my link, savvy.com, with my join code, and she messages back, oh, I joined, at the core plus level. With a 2-minute voice note, when you're in the right mood and in the right space, your energy is going to attract those people. So we're having a blast here. It's really good, I think, to do things that make you think abundantly and expand your vision. And I was so excited when Tom and Kim said, "Oh, I'll come down to Cabo." Whitney, you were supposed to come, but she's too busy working, you guys. She's on a mission. Is going to see, what is it, advanced executive this month,
Yes.
if it kills her. And so anyway, if you guys could type in the chat, if any of you have any topics that you'd like Tom or me to address, or any questions. You know, I don't like long phone calls, but I just always like to come in and say hi to everybody. And if you guys have any topics or anyone has any questions, go ahead and type it in the chat, or feel free to unmute yourself and verbally ask a question. And then we'll do a few questions, and then if no one has anything else, we'll wrap up. I just want to emphasize, while I'm waiting for that question to come in, is September 17th to 20th, Park City, Utah, and the home office, leaders and above. So all you got to do to become leader is do $2,500 in volume. And that's basically doing $1,000 pack and getting 4 other people to do $1,000 pack, and you're at leader. It's $2,500 in volume, not terribly difficult, but something worth to go on this trip to get to meet some of the executives. So anybody have any question or any topic they'd like us to hit on before we go?
Robert's got one I can.
Oh, Robert's taking notes for his hypnosis.
He already
By the way,
typed in the chat. He's saying, how do you go to the next level?
Oh, okay. He did check. Thank you, Whitney. I don't know what I would do without you. How do you go to the next level? So I'll let Tom address that first because he's our guest speaker. We don't always get him. What would you say?
I'm going to tell you,
level?
in 25 years, when I had my cars repossessed and I was scared, depressed, broke, and I wanted to get back in this industry, I wanted to get rid of all the crap. I wanted to get rid of all the fat. I wanted to get rid of all the wasted steps in network marketing that my team didn't need. And I boiled it down to, what is the bottom line that everybody needs to know to be successful in this industry? They need to learn how to invite people to a message like ATM, Facebook group, and follow up and enroll, and how you take your business. And then once they enroll, you plug them into a system that's better than what you're doing right now. Your team is on a training system right now. So you invite people to a message, you follow up and enroll, and then you plug them into a system that teaches them how to invite people, into a message, you follow up and enroll. So how do you take your business to the next level? You get really good at those 3 steps.
And you don't have to tiptoe with my people. We're very straightforward. Like, I love Tom's system. The reason I'm excited, I'm usually the upline that has to do everything. I wanted, and I sought out Kim and Tom. They're 90% of this company. What's working for them is add people to Savvy Life. I know Robert Radnoti will tell you the same thing, our famous hypnotist who's going to be doing a hypnotherapy section after this call, like he always does every Sunday, program you for success. But Robert does this. He friends people on Facebook. He adds them to the system, tags them in a video, and follows up with a message. That's the ATM system. I believe that Tom and Kim have put together a masterful Facebook group with amazing energy with Savvy Life, and his trainings at Savvy Life Team. So if you're in 2 groups, Savvy Life and Savvy Life Team, and then plug into our individual team groups like this one, but we use your system, Tom.
Yep.
And it's impressive to me how much they talk about the system, because if you just tell people, oh, just go out there and do it, that's difficult for people. It's all people should be system dependent, not personality dependent. So it really is. You add them to the Facebook group, tag them in a video, follow up. Could you elaborate on ATM at all?
So here's where I'll elaborate. You want it to work for you really well. You've got to believe you're going to find imperfection in any system you ever do with any leader in any network marketing company in the world. Sooner or later, because your people are going to come to you and go, oh, I put people in the ATM, it didn't work. I put people in Tom and Kim's system, it doesn't work. I had them watch that video, it was too long. I had them put them in the video, it was too vague. I had them put them in the video, it was too much information. You're going to hear all of that, but you have to understand what Kim and I know, what Matt knows, what a lot of leaders do is consistency in the system that's proven to build to millions of dollars a month in volume. If it works to that point, it'll work for you, even if your people will tell you that it doesn't, or you might get doubtful and you think well, maybe I should go do this one, or maybe I should go create my own. I'm telling you, with everything that's in me, use the imperfect system that's there now. And I use imperfect for a reason, because there's no perfect system, but it's working extremely well. So number one thing you could do is have faith that it works, and then learn how to get good at putting people through it. How do you take people to the next level? Just really quick. you just do what Kim and I are doing and everybody else is doing. I'm adding people to the system. And I just do the whole same process. Now, obviously, the better you get, the better momentum you get, the more posture you get, and the more you'll attract people.
Good question here, Tom. Follow-up tips for inviting and they don't accept the invitation to the page or they go dark.
The better you create at what I shared earlier, your influence factor, your boldness, your urgency, your playfulness. I'm like, hey, I see you didn't accept. I don't know if you saw it. And I'm playful and I say, hey, did you see my message? Hey, did you accept it yet? Here's an emoji. So I'm pretty persistent. When someone says yes to me, I'm like a bulldog. If I didn't, I wouldn't be married to my dream wife for 22 years. It took me 3 years of being her best friend. I'm extremely persistent when I love someone, when I want, and I don't say I love all my prospects, but I love the process of connecting with human beings. So if you said yes to me, I'm going to follow up with you until you say, Tom, okay, so I'm just like, hey, if you're not interested, it's totally okay, but please just let me know. So I'm pretty persistent, right? That's how I enroll a lot of people.
Awesome. I love hearing like a new perspective because I always answer, like a lot of people always have the same questions. I'm putting on my Drew Carey glasses here. I just enrolled today. What's the acronym for getting people started? That's ATM. Yeah. Add, tag, message. So it's like ATM, like a money machine.
Yeah. And what you want to do if you're brand new is take them to savvylifeteam.com.
Yep. SavvyLifeTeam.com, or you can go to SavvyLifeTeam.com/start and plug into the training. Guys, you can never get too much training because I find it's all about your emotion, and enrolling in this is a transfer of emotion. When you have that moment when you're so excited and you're like, oh my God, I'm going to make $1 million a month and everyone should do Savvy and our leggings are so good and it's just so many beautiful, wonderful people. If you have that kind of vibe, people sign up with you. If you're kind of like, well, last week I really wanted the Kozas, but they didn't have them in purple and fuck it. Sorry, we swear on our calls. Then you're not going to be super enrolling. Energy, right? So that's why I love that you guys get on this call. And then also, like this coming Tuesday night, I'm going to post something. I'm interviewing a guy that was my original mentor in this industry. I'd love it if some of you guys got on. He wrote a book called My First 50 Years in Network Marketing. And he's been in network marketing since 1969. He was my mentor in 1980. He'd already been doing it 20 years. He's been doing it another 30 years. The guy's like 100 years old and he still has more energy than all of us put together. His name's Harvey Connor. And so yeah, I'm going to interview him on Tuesday night and I'd love for you guys to all meet him. You can't read enough ripped and you just can't hear from people like Tom enough. You can't hear from people like Robert enough. You can't hear from people like Whitney enough. Be around that one idea, that one idea. So let me just see what other questions we have here. Riffing off Christina's question. Prospect is about. Can you hear us? Can you see us? Hello. Okay, we're back. Wow, we just got.
I like you. That Matt.
Well, I don't know how I
close there.
Better,
you can see everybody.
All right, we're back.
Hit the
we're
chat.
Talking YouTube and
yeah,
and other stuff.
Can you guys hear? Give me a thumbs up, please, before we go.
They can hear.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
If you think you're going to be a stalker, you probably will stalk. If you think that people need to see the clothes before they probably will, but none of that's true.
Oh, he's saying thumbs down. Let's go over here. Hold on. Okay, Mexico problems. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Can you hear us now? Okay, sorry, we're having Mexican internet.
You want to hold it real quick?
I'll just go sit here, Tom, in the throne. I'll stand. We're having Mexico internet issues.
So what I was saying is, if you think you're bugging, you're going to bug people. If you think you're a stalker, you're going to stalk people. If you think people need to try the clothes before they actually enroll at the top package, then that's probably what's going to become your reality. But none of those three things and 100 others are true. You're not like, I don't feel like I'm stalking. I don't feel like I'm bugging. I don't feel that way in my mind. That's a sabotage that will break the process. I feel like everybody wants me to follow up. Everybody wants to enroll. They don't need to. Kim and I have rarely share the product before people enroll at the top package. And we never think, oh man, they're broke, so they can't come in at the top package. I'm telling you, and you hear this a million times, but it truly is a mindset. When you have the mindset, like Matt was talking about earlier, that's helping me expand my abundance mindset. And being on this trip is expanding my abundance mindset like crazy. That's why I'm abundantly reaching out to higher level people. And I'm telling you, when you elevate your mind like that and you start thinking that you're not stalking, you're blessing, and you'll change the whole perspective. So what platform?
LinkedIn, YouTube.
I'm telling you, wherever there's human beings that you can message or audio or direct message, it truly, absolutely does not matter. Look, if you guys know what TikTok is, do you guys know, anybody know what TikTok is? Give me a hands up if you know what TikTok is.
Chinese propaganda.
Listen to me. No, it's another debate. So TikTok, I don't prospect on TikTok, but I find people that are women that are into fitness, that are trying to build their fitness brand on TikTok. And what I do is I go on TikTok as an example, and it doesn't matter what platform, it could be LinkedIn just the same. But I find a human being on TikTok, and then for me, I click on their Instagram because it's linked together, and then I message them on Instagram. And then from Instagram, if I can, and they say, yes, I'm open, then I move them to say, hey, are you on Facebook? And I know it's a lot of work, but I find it to be good when I can put them through the community. So I go from someone from TikTok, and if they don't have a Facebook, then of course I'll just send them a message. But if you fall in love, I have people that are prospecting on LinkedIn right now, and I don't know how to do it other than if I can direct message someone, it doesn't matter what platform people are on.
And just what's interesting too, like if I was Tom and I had 2.6 million in volume last month and 3,000 people joined my team, I'd probably be on perma vacation. But it's the work ethic that these guys have. Like he's still recruiting like he's brand new. They're still recruiting. They're so excited and they're still recruiting. And that's how you get to the next level. Back to Robert's original question is don't take your foot off the gas, and to get even to the first level, I always use the analogy, it's like getting an airplane off the runway. The captain can't just say, hey, we're thinking about, going to Hawaii, let's get some air. And then they just kind of go down the runway like halfway and then they quit for 2 weeks. And then they, and that doesn't work. You got to get on the gas and you got to go until you get airborne. So when you're brand new and you just got objections have to just be going boom, 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 just off you. People who ghost me, again, I love those questions and I want to tell you this. I get ghosted all the time, but I stay so busy that I forget. I think my early onset Alzheimer's helps, but I forget that people ghost me. I don't let it bum my flow. I don't make up that nobody loves me, that I'm a loser, I'm in network marketing, I don't have a real job. And I know that can happen is you get insecure about your. But the reality is nobody has the lifestyle of a successful network marketer. We make more money, have more fun, have more friends, have more personal development, have more travel, have more free time than doctors, lawyers, Indian chiefs, all of them put together. There's nothing more fun than being a successful network marketer. We live the dream. We sell the dream. And when you believe in that with every fiber of your being, you become unstoppable. And that's what I've witnessed watching Tom and Kim and everyone who's successful. And again, a lot of you are already there too. And just keep on kicking ass is all I can say. And don't worry about anything. The only thing you're doing, you're like the Terminator. You're looking for that Amy White. There is an Amy White out there, and you're the Terminator until you find her. And that's the thing. So I think it's been a half an hour. Any final thoughts, Tom?
Someone was saying, the prices are too much for some prospects. Again, Kim and I don't think that way. Maybe you have to elevate your market, or maybe you have to elevate just the way you're thinking about the pricing of the packages. If you think the pricing of the packaging makes you a little uncomfortable, if you're a little bit uneasy with network marketing in the past, if you're dragging that even 1% or 2% into conversations that you're prospecting, you're going to attract people that don't like MLM. You'll attract people that are worried about the money. Kim and I, and we did in the very beginning, we always got the MLM objection. We got the network marketing objection. We got the prices too expensive. But now, like what Matt was saying, if you become more faithful in yourself, like you have that faith, you have that confidence, you have that urgency, you have that boldness, and you believe that this is an amazing income vehicle, you'll start attracting people that don't give you the MLM injection, and you'll start enrolling more people at the top package. One thing I'm going to tell you that'll change, that I think has changed the trajectory of the volume in our team, is I know in every fiber that's in me, if I can bring someone that's broke, extremely broke financially at the top package, I'm giving their family a better chance to win. Now, some of you may not understand that. Some of you are like, well, that sounds like you're hurting them by making them spend more. You guys don't understand. I can't tell you how much more people put skin in the game when they stretch, because they're in a comfort zone now. That's why they're most likely financially challenged. They need to learn how to get out of that comfort zone. I had a woman that joined me 3 weeks ago, and she was 50-50 of coming in from the $4.99 and the $9.99. She stepped up because I shared with her. I'm like, hey, if you want to make the most amount of money, there's no guarantee, obviously, no matter what pack you come in at. But I'm telling you, the people that usually come at the most pack usually make the most money. But obviously, you come in whatever's appropriate for your family. She came in at the top package, and the first thing that she said to me is, man, I better go out and make my money back now. Like, what was she thinking if she came at the $4.99? She doesn't have to work as hard, right? So you'll always be able to tell the story. If you came in for the $9.99, you'll be able to tell the story of, I came in for the $9.99. So you're doing people the most favor if you can bring them at the top package. But again, I always let people off the hook if they can't, and just tell them to do what's most appropriate for their family.
Hey, Tom, if you want to read these questions here,
Yeah.
like Robert goes in and he does a hypnotherapy session, and he always likes to embed things into people's subconscious. And so maybe you can give them to program into people's minds to win. And then guys, also, I guys got to thank you. I love these Sunday night calls when I get a chance to see you guys all. And I get so jacked up. Like, I literally was taking a nap at quarter till this call. I was like so exhausted. My eyes were burning from salt water. I just woke up. Now I'm so amped. I want to go run around the block. And we're going to go and do some amazing filming like we did last night. Tom and Kim have this really cool lighting system, and they're like super TikTok people. And they have these things that you stick on the chair and it holds the camera. I'm learning so much. And we're going to make some cool videos tonight. So if there's a topic that you'd like to do a video on, you can pop it in. You know, if you'd like us to do a video on whatever, how to close, how to do whatever, if a video that you could use to send a prospect, shoot me some content that I can shoot with these guys and make videos for you. You saw I put in the team page the 4 videos we shot last night. So give me some topics here in the chat, or text or Facebook message me in the next half hour or so while we're eating dinner. We'll go over them. And then after dinner, when the lighting is perfect, I learned that the best time to do is right before sunset or right at sunset. It was amazing. And so I'm going to let Tom answer those questions there about if you have anything on for Robert, what people should implant.
So just, I am a, whatever income, I'm a $100,000 earner. You talk about like an affirmation type thing. Like I'm
some level. Yeah. I don't know. Robert could probably elaborate, but
Robert, you got to help me, buddy.
Yeah. Robert.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So essentially what we're going to do is we're going to put everyone in hypnosis, and then we suggest things into their mind. So I've taken a lot of notes, and I've got notes from yesterday from Rob Robson. Just if there's anything else kind of in addition to all those things that we've heard that you would want your team members to authentically, naturally behave, anything else. I got lots of materials this week.
Confidence, abundance,
yeah,
all those things, you know, that's the
boldness.
Thing is to me, the big one was abundance. When I shifted in my mind from, oh my gosh, network marketing is kind of like some kind of a shady little deal. And I wish I was a rich business person or a lawyer or a doctor too. I went to the point where it's like, we are really in the right place. I am killing it. I am a huge network marketer. You change your mindset as to what your self-concept and your self-confidence is. And it just out of the world. So that would be it. And Tom is now typing, and we're gonna wrap. What we saying? There's a replay.
The replay's at Savvy Life Facebook group.
Oh, for the other.
And if you want to be a part of the virtual summit, just go to savvylifeteam.com. Click on calendar and scroll all the way down. All the replays for the virtual summit is free. The virtual summit monthly is $127 a month. Everybody on Matt's team and our team gets it for free. So just tell your team.
So savvylifeteam.com, look on calendar, scroll all the way down. as every week, I can sit here and chat with you guys forever, but hit me up during the week. Guys, don't be shy. Every single person I see your face here, I mean, you guys work with me directly. I have access to Kim and Tom, and they're always available. Anything you guys need, let us know. Whitney will be posting the replay for this for any of your team members who weren't here. We're having a blast in Cabo. I cannot wait to get you guys down here. This place is sick, and it's going to be fun. So, Tom, thanks a bunch
it's fun.
for coming and for being on the call. And everybody, have a great Sunday night.
Whitney, you got some amazing energy there. That's why she's so successful.
Oh, yeah, she's amazing. She's the best.
Good job, Rob.
Thank you. Enjoy and be safe, guys.
Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Unmute.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Thanks for everyone being here.
You need to
Bye,
teach
thank
the whole
you.
company how to